So we are here with Matt Gailmore, who is the director from the Heart Association, and Matt runs this program. So I'd really like you to introduce what we're doing here today.
Yeah, so we're here today at Manual Arts High School. This has been one of our farmers market sites for the last 2 years, where the students will grow their food and put on farmers markets for the community to address the food access issues. But since COVID happened, we're not allowed to access the school, so worked with the teacher and the Chicas Verdes group to pivot and do kind of a drive-through, as you're seeing what's going on today. And it all came together back in April, and so we've been here since the beginning of May doing a weekly giveaway of produce boxes, and each week we've gotten different partners involved, and we're up to giving out 50,000 pounds a week now.
Oh, wow. Can you tell us a little bit why, food insecurity is so prevalent in this community and why we're here specifically doing this?
Yeah, so as you know, Southeast LA is known as a food desert, so they don't have easy access to fresh produce. There's not a local market or farmer's market on every corner or every other corner, but there are liquor stores. So the access of food that they're getting is not good. There's fast food, liquor stores, all kind of stuff around, and I think we kind of knew this within the health world, right? Mm-hmm. But COVID shed a lot of light on the health disparities we already knew, and I think the food access became that more important and more relevant at the time. So what we're doing is just one step in the right direction, but we need more partners to come along and get involved so that we can actually help expand the reach and serve a need that's larger than what we can do here today.
Yeah. Can you talk a little bit about the redistribution piece of this? Because it's not just stuff grown here at the school, which is amazing, but there's also a redistribution of food that would go to waste otherwise.
Yeah, totally. So we were able to make partnerships with Food Forward, FarmLink, where their focus is really working with farmers, local markets, backyard trees, but just to ensure that the food does not go to waste. Mm-hmm. As you know, with produce, there is a shelf life. They, by law, have to put a date on it and put it on the shelves at the markets, but it may not be bad. It's just that day came and they have to get rid of it. So we've worked with these agencies that have go around LA County collecting the produce and making sure that they redistribute in different communities of need. And they look for, agents like us to help get it into the community. So again, I think food access there's multi-facets of it. We're one avenue, but not having partners like Food Forward and FarmLink this wouldn't be sustainable. So without them, the sustainability is not here.
Yeah. If you were going to speak to a potential funder of a program like this, what's something that you would tell them that they could kind of put into it and as well as get out of it? Yeah,
well, funding is always needed, right? So any kind of financial help is always great, but any kind of help you can give. If it's a connection to someone else who might be a good partner to get involved, if it's a source to someone to help us with policy work around it, if it's a source to getting additional produce, whatever it is, please help us and make those calls or introductions for us. But also, I think anyone who gets involved, just seeing it is so rewarding. But there's a story like the Hernandez family where the mom was the breadwinner, her father passed away. When COVID hit, she lost her job. And this helped them tremendously, but we also had another leg of this where we were doing home deliveries for the highest need families. And that saved them because she was watching all her siblings. They couldn't go to the store, and this really helped them. So just being involved and helping in some capacity, you will feel the fruits of your labor. You will see the community actually be so receptive and thankful. And there's so many people here today, you guys can't hear it, but they're literally saying, God bless us. And it's like, thank you, but it's just the work that should be done. So you'll get a lot of reward out of it, just helping in some capacity.
And then lastly, just sheer numbers, like about how many people will come through here on a given, day.
Yeah. So weekly, we're seeing roughly about 2,000 people, and 50,000 pounds a week. which is incredible. I shared with this earlier,
Yeah.
like this was just an idea that we pivoted to just kind of make sure we were not going to waste the food that was in the garden. And due to like the partners Power and FarmLink and Food Forward, LAFC's here today, we were able to expand this and reach numbers that we never thought. So
Yeah.
about 2,000, but it's growing literally every week. The line is, anyone please look at a map. Maybe we can insert it, I don't know, but we're on Vermont. This line goes from Vermont in front of the school to King Boulevard, down King Boulevard towards west to like the next street. So
Wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
We are here with Alina Baroof from LAFC, one of the funders of this amazing program. So I would love to know, like, why this initiative? Why was this so important to LAFC?
Yeah, so LAFC actually partnered with American Heart Association about 3 years ago. We started supporting their Teaching Gardens program, knowing that health and well-being is our third and one of our most important pillars that we tend to address and really focus on. So food access, and especially in communities surrounding our stadium and communities that tend not to have the same access, was really important to the foundation. So when COVID hit, we knew that we wanted to support our kind of relief efforts in a way that still partnered with current partners and programs. So we actually did a very similar program at our stadium, which is just 2 blocks away, and did that for about 10 weeks. And when the opportunity arose for us to be able to support the program here, it was a no-brainer.
Yeah, definitely. Is there something about food security in particular? And I know COVID has really amplified things, but was there something about food insecurity that was a passion of LAFC's or of your?
Yeah, I mean, for us, we really believe in just equity and inclusion, and health and well-being. And part of being able to be a healthy kid in school is also having access to healthy meals and foods. A lot of our school district partners are such large districts that it's hard to provide the free meals that are inclusive of the types of nutrition that we felt that kids really need to truly be successful and go all the way. So it was important that, we, one, found a way to also incorporate food access into school and curriculum, which is what really attracted us to the Teaching Gardens program right from the get-go. The fact that it's a student-driven initiative, kids are coming back home and educating their families and parents, felt really important to us as well. And we get to see that here. As families are taking their veggie boxes, the Chicas Verdes leaders are telling them a little bit about what's in the box, what meals they can prep and make. You see the excitement that they feel by being a part of it really from the get-go, and not just, day of volunteers.
Yeah. Is there anything you would tell a potential funder, someone who thinks like, oh, I mean, yeah, that's something I could be interested in, that you guys have taken away from this experience as an organization or even you personally?
Yeah, I mean, I think that for us, it's not just writing the check, but showing up that has been really important. And I think pre-COVID and during COVID, that's something that you've really seen from LAFC and from our staff and also our supporters and folks that go to our games. It's very community driven. But I think, I've been pushing to try to raise more money to keep this program in particular going, because you see the kids in the backseat of their parents' cars with big thank you signs, grateful for the opportunity to be able to take these fresh fruits and vegetables home. And in this incredibly long line that almost reaches our stadium, you see the same thing. There is true gratitude and appreciation, and you can see that just through looking in someone's eyes. So I think you can feel the power of how much good you're doing, whether it's by being involved and supporting the continuity through writing a check, or also showing up and being here to kind of roll up our sleeves and do a little bit of labor.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Barry and Day, for being here. I know this day means a lot to the community. Can you tell me a little bit about how you guys got started with Chicas Verdes and what this means to you?
So Chicas Verdes started like 4 years ago as a student group, and we started by working in our school garden. And then with the American Heart Association, we were able to expand that into a farmer's market program. So, go ahead.
And then I got into Chicas Verdes. Well, first Ms. Applebaum during our science and tech class. Well, we first started off in the garden, and then little by little I got more interested in it, and then I got more involved into Chicas Verdes, like my 10th grade year.
Awesome. And what kind of inspires you to volunteer? What got you involved in the first place?
Well, I like volunteering because I don't know, it's just fun. Honestly, it's something. It's more stress relieving than most, since most of it since quarantine, and then I'm just home doing nothing. So might as well do something for the community, right?
Yeah, definitely. For you?
I agree. I think it just feels really good to be able to give back. Like, if you're in a position where you can, I think it's a really amazing thing that you should do.
Definitely. Is there anything that you'll, like, as you go into the next chapter of your life, that you'll kind of take from this experience that you've learned, that will kind of stick with you?
I guess just giving back. I don't know, I want one day maybe when I don't have much, someone could give back to me, and not necessarily I'm asking for it, but it's just sometimes we don't know what's gonna happen, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're in a position where you can help, and you'd hope that someone would do the same for you.
If I'm ever in that position.
Really, really grateful to the American Heart Association for allowing us to put on this program. The community is really, really feeling the impact of what we're able to do. We're serving 2,000 people at least every week, so people are just really appreciative, and I think we just want to say thank you for allowing us the opportunity to give back.
That's amazing.